Hello, welcome back to Cousins Coffee and Cryptids. Happy New Year, I guess. I mean, it's late New Year, but it's
Yeah,
our New Year for this episode. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I hope you stayed safe. I hope none of you got ill, because a lot of people are getting ill at the moment.
yeah,
Um, but did you have a good Christmas, Will?
yeah. It was all right. Same old, same old.
What did you get up to?
I mean, nothing much, but we went down Nan's on Boxing Day, so
Did you
that
get
was fun.
anything fun for Christmas?
No,
No,
got hoodie from Nan as usual, as you
you
always
got a
do.
hoodie.
The good old hoodie from Nan, which
I
you
didn't get a
always get.
hoodie.
You,
I
you
mean,
didn't
to be
get a
fair,
hoodie. What the fuck?
I live much further away from you lot, so
Yeah, I got a
it's
hoodie.
understandable, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but
No, I got
can't do
money.
anything else. You got money?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you just got money as
I mean, I
well.
got some stuff. I did get some stuff. From my mum, and my sister, and all that.
Mm,
I got a nice beard soap. Oh, mate,
nice.
honestly, when I say I was addicted to the smell, I kept opening the box and just smelling it. It was so nice. I'm gonna buy it. Obviously, I got the old aftershaves and the Lynx Africa.
Yeah, the usuals.
Uh,
Yeah,
Mate,
the grown up Christmas
can't
presents.
hate the old Lynx Africa.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
I got a new phone case, which I'm thankful for because I keep dropping
No,
my phone. I'm trying to think what else I got really, and clothes, some nice comfortable
yeah.
clothes, which I'm happy about. Um,
Fun.
new earphones, new wireless earphones, which I got as an early Christmas present
No.
because I needed them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Um. So Boxing Day, what'd you get up to? You just went to Nan's.
Just went drinking, then went back to Nan's, had a few more, played some games, and went home.
What games did you play?
We played what's it called? I can't remember the fucking name of it now.
Explain it.
Uh so there's cards on it, you explain what it is, and they have to try and guess it.
What do you mean? Explain what it is.
Explain what it is. Like you explain it's you have questions on the card that you read out.
Right.
And then there's an answer to what it is, and if you get it, then you roll the dice. However you get it, you move.
Can you give me an example?
Fucking hell, lad! You fucking put me on the spot here.
Come on, man. Let's talk about our Christmases and stuff.
Wait, let me try to find it. It's called Smart Ass. That's it.
Smart Ass. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we played Smart Ass. Read
Okay.
out card.
Fair enough.
There's uh hard ass, dumb ass. Uh, hard ass, you get like a hard question that only you can answer. Dumb ass, you go back spaces. There's colored dice, so whatever color you roll is the one you pick up.
Right.
There's green, orange, and blue. So they all have different things on them, different like questions.
Okay.
It's like some are actors, some are like places, some are fucking just random items.
So, what did you drink?
Just some beer,
Some
some
beer.
beer, some beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, I only drank literally one shot of tequila over Christmas, and that was it. And
I had
as a
quite a few.
whiskey drinker, I've started to realize that tequila to me just tastes like watered whiskey. It's kind of meh. But obviously New Year's Eve, I know what you did because we were all together. Me, you, and
Yeah.
Alex played a bit of Minecraft, streamed it for those who
Made a
didn't
bit of
have anything
Minecraft.
else to do. Oh yeah. Speaking of, don't forget to follow my
Oh,
Twitch.
you're talking to me then.
Link
Of
in
course
the
I'm gonna forget.
description. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we got the podcast on Apple Podcasts, by the way.
Yeah, you fucking said, lad. Big
Yeah,
achievements. We're moving up
yeah.
in the world.
So I finally I published that to Apple Podcasts. We're on pretty much every podcast platform available. So go check out your favorite platform and see if we're on there. If not, let us know and we'll put ourselves on there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
moving up.
so yeah, give us a follow on Twitch. Tipper a fish with an underscore at the end if you're listening, not seeing. But did you have a good holiday?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah,
I mean,
quite
it
fun.
was a bit meh though, wasn't it?
Yeah, bit boring, but it was overall wasn't bad.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I also have had my booster vaccine yesterday, and I've had a very rough day. So that's why I don't sound as energetic. But the show
And it's
must go
quite
on,
late.
and it is quite late, yeah. But I wanted to get this done because I know for a fact tomorrow I'm not gonna get up and do this. But it's mostly because I've been worn out from the pain. But yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna be with vaccination, but it still hurts.
Yeah.
Although I can be honest, I'm not gonna do this every fucking year, man. Fuck that. I'd rather die at this point. Have you had yours?
I haven't had my booster, no.
Have you had your both vaccines though?
I've had one.
You've had one.
Yeah.
You've only had one,
Yeah.
bro. You're supposed to get two before you get your booster.
I am a booster.
No, but you need two
Oh,
first.
yeah, I know.
How come you haven't had your second one?
Just haven't had it.
When
Just
did you have
haven't
your first one?
had it. Only a few months ago, to be fair. Not even months ago, a few fucking weeks ago.
I mean, fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Did it hit you?
Actually, no. I was
Yeah,
fine.
the first one was just a bit of an achy arm and a bit of a headache.
I didn't have any of it.
A bit of tiredness,
My dad had his booster and his flu.
But
And he fucking...
the second dose really killed me off. I mean, today was been rough. But today is the roughest I've ever been. From that. But yeah, I mean, we're not going to keep talking about that because everyone's entitled to do what they want. If you've been watching on YouTube, you notice that we have a nice little new intro that I decided to make. I'll probably upgrade it in the future. Probably much better, more production value. But for now, that's what you're getting. So
when you get the bread.
Yeah. When I finally improve my skills a little bit. So today's episode, Will, what are we doing?
Yes. Japanese
folklore / demons. Well, the episode name's demons, Japanese demons, I believe. We're quite familiar with two of these.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the people why?
Well, there happens to be a very good TV show.
Great TV show. The best.
Great. Amazing TV show.
The best TV show.
Yeah. Well, one of them's Kitsune.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the other one?
The Oni.
Oni.
Yeah, the Oni. We know about the Oni and the Kitsune from our favourite TV show, Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
I love that show, man.
I
can't wait for the movie.
Yeah, I know.
I am buzzing for the movie, bro. I wonder if it'll be shown. I don't think it's going to be shown in cinemas. I think it's going to go on HBO Max or Paramount or whoever owns it now. Whoever owns the rights to it. Yeah, whoever owns the rights to it. But I guess moving on. What's our first?
Kappa.
The Kappa.
Kappa lad. Kappa.
Yeah, the Kappa.
The Kappa.
So.
Twitch emotes, am I right?
The Kappa.
Twitch emotes, yeah.
I knew about the Kappa actually because I remember once I was researching cryptids a long time ago, and Kappa came up, but the icon for Kappa was the Twitch emote, which it obviously had gotten off Google. Like Google had gotten it off themselves, and then and done that. The first one is the Kappa. We don't know a lot about these though. What's written for us?
We don't.
As we mentioned before, we do now have a guy that writes for us. His name's Kieran. Give him a follow. His socials will be. Well, just go on our Twitter page and see who we're following. This podcast Twitter only follows me, Will, and Kieran. So go give him a follow.
At the moment,
he's a avid streamer. He loves streaming. So a Kappa is an amphibious yokai, which is Japanese for demon, isn't it?
Yeah,
I believe it
I think
is,
so.
right? Yokai
Yeah.
means demon, Japanese.
Hey,
Or
we
imp,
don't know everything, so.
or or imp found in traditional Japanese folklore. They're typically depicted as green human-like beings with webbed hands and feet, and a turtle-like carapace on their backs. So it's just like people from
Ooh,
Bristol, really.
yeah,
Um,
Bristolians.
yeah. A depression on its head called its dish or sara retains water, and if this is damaged or its liquid is lost, either through spilling or drying up, the kappa is severely weakened.
Hmm.
So do you reckon that's where the old emote comes from?
What Kappa?
Yeah. Do you reckon?
Who knows? We don't.
Do you reckon it?
Find out.
Do you reckon it?
They're like, yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of trolling.
I don't know. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
The emote comes from somewhere, and like if you don't know, it's a Twitch default emote or global emote. Quite a popular one, Kappa. I wonder. I don't know. I don't know if there's any
I
correlation.
don't know.
Might have to.
I don't know. I might just don't know.
Might have to email Twitch and find out.
Yo, motherfucker. What's the correlation?
Yeah.
There is no
Apparently,
more.
they're known to favour cucumbers. I'm kind of offended here that Kieran wrote favour in the American style. Considering he's not American, I don't believe. No, he's not American.
He's an American spy.
He's a traitor to his kind.
Wow.
And love to engage in sumo wrestling. They are often accused of assaulting humans in water and removing a mythical organ called the shirikadama from their victim's anus. Okay.
Excuse me.
Have you noticed
Maybe.
that? Have you noticed that always mythological creatures and folklore creatures always have something disgusting to do with them?
Yeah.
It's never just a creature that's like, I like cucumbers.
I like
And I
cucumbers, man.
like
They're like, yeah.
annoying people in the water. It's got to be taking an organ out of their anus.
Right. It's life.
Well,
It is what it is.
could you imagine though, like swimming, all
Oh
of a
yeah, someone just
sudden,
grabs your anus.
some motherfucker with a cucumber in his mouth is like fisting your butthole, taking a mythical organ out of it.
What?
Do we have an organ up our butthole?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
I'm
Google
looking
that
this
real
up.
quick. Yeah,
Oh my.
give that a quick Google. We need a research team in this place. Give that a quick Google and see if we have organs up our ass. So while you're doing that, so the powers of the Kappa are thought to be magical and are greatly respected by all those who believe in the deity. All Kappas are known to possess incredible strength and impressive swimming capabilities. It is said that a Kappa's greatest joy in life is to engage in combat with its victims. So, its greatest joy in life is to start fights.
I couldn't find anything about anus organs. But
So we don't have any organs in our butthole.
I don't think so. I don't think we have
What
any
about the
anus
prostate?
organs.
Is that an organ? It's
I
a
don't
muscle
know.
in it. That's a gland, I think. You know, it's a male's G spot.
Yeah.
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 Interesting times, man. Anyway, moving on.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
So, however, many are able to escape its invitation to fight by making a deep bow to the Kappa. According to legends, Kappa are obsessed with politeness and will return the bow, spilling their water in the process. So these guys are
Japanese whole
basically,
thing, isn't it? They're like huge on respect.
I believe so. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that much about the current state of like Is it the
The
Yakuza?
Yakuza, yeah, but
I
like,
hope there's no Yakuza guys listening to this and thinking these motherfuckers chatting shit about us. Like,
lad, we're fine.
could you imagine that though?
I am the Yakuza.
Could you imagine that a Yakuza
Oh,
member's like,
bro.
oh, do you know? I feel like listening to a podcast today. These motherfuckers
Starts fucking crying.
start
Motherfucker.
selling all his bosses to come to England and kill us both. But so yeah, like apparently these guys are so into politeness that they're willing to weaken themselves because they bow back.
Yeah.
I actually saw do you remember? I think it was Slapped Ham or Chills. A video that had apparently shown a Kappa before.
Yeah.
It was quite a creepy video, but so you can like stop it from attacking you if you wanna like just bow to it, and apparently it spills the water.
Yeah.
Which, as we said, is if its damage or its liquid is lost, it's severely weakened. So basically, it's like it comes up to you, it's like, "Yo, wagwan,
Oh, what up, G? Bow or you're
wanna
dead.
fight?" And you're like, "Nah, take a bow." You take a bow. He takes a bow back, or she, you know.
Yeah, we don't
We
discriminate.
don't discriminate. Or they, I should have said. If they take a bow, they drop the water out of their head. They're weakened.
Yeah.
And then you kick the living shit out of them.
And before he fucks you up, though.
I mean, but they're weakened, right?
I know, but like, how weak are they weak? Like,
I mean, you could just
we win a fight?
I mean, they like sumo wrestling, so I guess you could just like sumo wrestle them.
Yeah.
And they love cucumbers, so if they get defeated,
Cucumber.
you can be like,
just feed it a cucumber, bro.
You can take you can have my cucumber, baby.
Bro, we tame one. That's how you tame it, bro.
That's how you tame a Kappa, is it?
Yeah, with cucumber.
So you slice up some cucumber. You know those TikToks where it's like, oh no, I hope this doesn't follow me home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like slice up cucumber. Oh no, I hope a Kappa doesn't follow me home, where I can tame it and use it for my own advantages.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? So apparently a Kappa that was observed in one of the moats around Edo Castle in the late 18th century. Another was observed in the early 17th century in what is now the city of Hita in Oita Prefecture. I think that's supposed to say. This turtle-like Kappa appears as being in its hind legs, web fingers, and splotches on its chest and abdomen. So this motherfucker got herpes, bro.
Hey, it's not herpes if it's I don't know, but he seems like a good fella.
Were you trying to make a failed joke there?
Yeah, he seems like a good fella though.
Yeah, well,
seems like a swell fella, bro. Maybe I want my G-spot here.
See, we're not a podcast about advice and life advice, guys.
Yeah.
But I will always give this life advice. Don't be silly. Wrap your willy.
Wrap your willy.
I mean, I can't say much, but still, like, you know, don't be silly. Wrap thy willy, okay?
Wrap thy willy.
Wrap thy willy. So that's the
Don't
Kappa.
Be a peasant. Wrap your willy.
So it's kind of a weird thing, right? So it's like it's like an amphibious creature that likes to piss people off and like fight them.
Yeah.
It's like a roided up frog.
I mean,
it's like a frog going on a roid rage, basically.
Yeah. It's just a roided frog.
That's the Kappa.
That's a good way of putting it.
That's the Kappa, bro. Is a roided up frog. Moving on. Okay, what are we on to now, Will?
The Kitsune.
The
Kitsune.
I'm surprised you didn't add Nogitsune on here.
Nogitsune.
I wonder if that's an actual real thing.
I don't know.
Do you want to Google that while I talk about the Kitsune?
Can do.
So we obviously know what Kitsune is, right? It's a fox spirit. And that's what it means, right? Kitsune is fox in Japanese. So obviously we know our Kitsune through Team Wolf. but there's different types of kitsune, right? One of them's a lightning kitsune.
Yeah.
So this is
it's not.
no kitsune.
No, yeah.
Okay, well you get some info now. I'll keep with this. So kitsune is a Japanese word for fox. Obviously, we knew that. Foxes are a common subject of Japanese folklore. In English, kitsune refers to them in this context. Stories depict them as intelligent beings and as possessing magical abilities that increase with their age and wisdom. According to yokai folklore, all foxes have the ability to shapeshift into men or women, while some folk tales speak of kitsune employing this ability to trick others, as foxes in folklore often do. Other stories portray them as faithful guardians, friends, lovers, and wives. So, in Teen Wolf's
The
portrayal,
Nagitsune
yeah.
is just another type of kitsune.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's like a trickster one, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
From what I remember from Teen
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah.
That's where our
Yeah.
knowledge expands to.
Hey, if it ain't failing, leave it.
Yeah, if it works, eh?
Yeah, bro.
So, so some stories actually do portray them as faithful guardians, friends, lovers, and wives. So apparently, you can
Ooh.
shag a kitsune.
Hey,
Hey,
you
you never
didn't
know.
hear it from me,
Listen,
but you heard it from me.
listen,
Linda. Still.
listen, Linda. Yes,
Hey,
is what I'm
didn't
gonna
hear
say.
shit from me,
Yes,
alright?
yes, is what I'm gonna
You're
say.
wild, bro.
So all I'm gonna say is yes.
Down bad, down
I
horrendous.
am
Down horrendous, down astronomical.
down bad, 100% down bad.
Same
So no, but for real, like, yeah, okay. So foxes and human beings lived close together in ancient Japan. This companionship gave rise to legends about the creatures. Kitsune have become closely associated with Inari, a Shinto kami or spirit, and served as its messengers. This role has reinforced the fox's supernatural significance. The more tales a kitsune have, they may have as many as 9, the older, wiser, and more powerful it is. We knew that, right? Because, like I
Yeah.
said, Teen Wolf, they do sort of get that right. Because of their potential power and influence, some people make them offerings to them as a deity. So, we knew about the tales, right?
Yeah.
Like the mum in Teen Wolf, the kitsune mum, she has those little knives that represent her tails.
Yeah.
And what does Kira have?
Her sword, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
They didn't really go into detail about what she has.
I'm not sure it is.
Might be her sword. Who knows? Not us. We got no fucking clue.
Maybe it could be.
I feel like it is. That's the thing that'd make the most sense.
Yeah, maybe. I think it wasn't it a Japanese throwing star.
I don't know. Wait.
I think he's googling this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me googling never.
Yeah. Let's see your search history, boy.
She's a fox spirit.
Yeah, we knew that. She's a kitsune, bro.
Going through.
We already knew that. This guy,
I'm trying to find what represents. Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to find what represents her.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she got her first tail right as a Japanese throwing star. Why he googles that? I'll carry on. So, Japanese folklorist Kiyoshi Nozaki argues that the Japanese regarded kitsune positively as early as the 4th century AD. The only things imported from China were the kitsune's negative attributes.
Yeah, it's a throwing star.
Yeah, I thought it was. He states that according to a 16th century book of records called the Nihon Ryaki,
Definitely butchered that.
Yeah, probably. Foxes and human beings lived closer together in ancient Japan, and he contends that indigenous legends about the creatures arose as a result. So he reckons that like kitsune spirits and stuff derive from the fact that they live so close to foxes.
Yeah.
Which is usually a common thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's, there's always that, I don't know, monster in a folklore because they live close to, like a ghost wolf or something.
It's just a classic, they're near humanity, so they're definitely going to fuck something up.
Yeah, basically. A kitsune may take on a human form, an ability learned when it reaches a certain age, usually 100 years. Although some tales say 50. As a common prerequisite for the transformation, the fox must place reeds, a broadleaf, or a skull over its head. Common forms assumed by kitsune include beautiful women, young girls, or elderly men. These shapes are not limited by the fox's age or gender, and a kitsune can duplicate the appearance of a specific person. So a kitsune can clone someone. Yeah. So they're more commonly supposed to be beautiful young women, girls and women. Did it say? Beautiful women, young girls, or elderly men.
Yeah, they're just the classic ones.
So these kitsune,
not limited to age and gender though.
Yeah, true. Kitsune sound like some fun little demons.
Yo, pause. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
In Japan,
you know what I mean?
Kitsune Netsuki.
Kitsune Netsuki.
Do you know that?
Kitsune Netsuki. No.
Kitsune Netsuki. Don't they have like a silent T sometimes?
Kitsune Netsuki.
Tsuki.
Kitsune. I don't fucking know, cunt.
Kitsune Tsuki. I'm gonna say it like that. Was noted as a disease as early as that. Hey, is that an I or an L? That's an L, right?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Helen. Period. And remained a common diagnosis for mental.
No, it's an I.
Okay, Heian. Period, and remained a common diagnosis for mental illness until the early 20th century. Possession was the explanation for the abnormal behavior displayed by the afflicted individuals. And in the late 19th century, Dr. Shunichi Shimamura.
Dr. Shunichi Shimura.
Okay. Noted that physical diseases that caused fever were often considered kitsune disease. I'm just going to call it that. The belief has lost favour, but stories of fox possession still occur, such as allegations that members of the Om Shinrikyo cult has been possessed. There's a car alarm going outside. I do apologise if you can hear that. Yeah, I don't know if they can hear it. You probably can hear it. So, in Teen Wolf, Styles gets possessed by a new kitsune, right?
Yeah.
So, what type of kitsune are there? Do you know?
I don't know all the types.
I know there's a lightning one.
Yeah.
I think there's a wind one too, right?
Kitsune. There's heaven, which is like celestial light. There's void, dark, wind, spirit, fire, earth, river, ocean, sea. Fuck me, where are they? Mountain, forest / woods, thunder, time, music and sound.
Thunder, yeah, that's the one that's commonly like associated. You said void, right? That's the no kitsune.
Yeah. The Kitsune.
No Kitsune. Void. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
Fair enough, mate.
Fair enough, mate. The next one we know, too.
Which is the
Oni.
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 Oni jump.
Oni.
Okay, sorry.
What do you think about these sort of creatures, though?
They're cool.
I mean,
Weirdly.
their folklore in sort of like Southeast Asia is very spiritual, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why it's sick. Sick to me, fucking probably not them. But yeah, no, it's very spiritual. It's fucking. It's always something about a certain type of animal you wouldn't expect, really. Because foxes, they're not really known for being fucking spiritual anywhere else in the world, are they?
Not really, no.
Yeah. It's normally fucking up wolves and shit. Wolves, bears. Not even really so much bears.
But like let's look at what we've spoken about so far, right? In this series of podcasts. We've spoken about Bigfoot,
Yeah.
the Yowie, the Yeti, Skinwalkers are slightly spiritual.
Yeah.
But these are
Slightly.
like different types of demons, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So does Japanese culture have its own hell and heaven?
I think technically they do, yeah. I think they do.
Do they have like a spirit realm? I feel like they would have that. That's the kind of thing that would be a thing, right? Like a spirit realm
Yeah.
for them. The Kitsune is kind of a cool thing. I like how in a lot of pop culture they turn it into like a supernatural creature instead of like a spirit. Like in
Yeah.
Teen Wolf, she was a kitsune, right? But the fox spirit was actually, the thing that was around her. That
Yeah.
Scott and that could see with his like wolf eyes.
Yeah. His motherfucking cool eyes.
Yeah, fucking true alpha, man, absolute beast. But like, but they're very. The thing is
What?
I'm not 100% sure because I don't really know Japanese culture that well.
I don't either, to be fair.
But do they sort of still believe in this stuff?
I think some do. You know, like obviously the older generations, I feel like they do, and ones that don't live in like, I don't know how to explain it. Ones that don't live in like the cities and shit, but like the
like rural like areas.
Yeah.
You
I feel
reckon?
like they might because the older generation be telling them and shit.
You reckon?
Yeah, maybe. Hey, I don't know.
Fair true. Could be true. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we won't know. We have to fly out and ask.
Maybe one day.
Yeah,
Maybe one day we'll turn this into like more than just a
I guess
podcast.
Foxy.
Foxes. Oh my god. What is it with everything being named Ussy now? What is that?
I don't know, bro. It's just
What the fuck is that, man? That's all I ever.
it's like
It's all I ever fucking see these days, man. Like fucking Wendussy. Do you know what I mean? For the Wendigo.
Wendy, bro. Wendy Pussy. Wendigo Pussy.
Fucking Wendussy, bruv.
What?
What the fuck does that even mean, my guy?
Mate, I'm trying to get some Wendussy.
No, you're gonna get eaten by a Wendigo. You're not gonna get fucking
That's
Wendussy. You're not gonna do any
be it,
eating,
bro.
mate. It's gonna be them eating you.
So be it, bro. So be
I
it.
mean, the Japanese love their whole sexy spirits, though, don't they? From what I've seen.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on to the Oni. We know a little bit about this from Teen Wolf as well,
Yeah,
right?
a little bit. Yeah.
Although they're very different in.
Oh,
I mean, Oni's a type of spirit in Phasmophobia.
yeah. But you know how fucking fast is.
Oh man, that game's mad.
I haven't played it in a while.
No, I haven't either, to be honest. I haven't played it since they brought out that campground.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to play it though.
Oh yeah.
So Oni are a kind of yokai from Japanese folklore, variously translated as demons, devils, ogres, or trolls. These are popular characters in Japanese art, literature, and theatre. I know that because like the common sort
Yeah.
of Japanese demon
Yeah.
face. That's
Yeah.
an Oni, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, Oni are one of the greatest icons of Japanese folklore. Depictions of Oni vary widely, but usually portray them as hideous, gigantic ogre-like creatures with sharp claws, wild hair, and two long horns growing out from their heads. They are humanoid for the most part, but occasionally they are shown with unnatural features such as odd numbers of eyes and extra fingers and toes. Once again, like people from Bristol, basically.
Yeah.
Their skin may be any number of colours, but red and blue are particularly common. They wear loincloths made of the pelts of great beasts. All Oni possess extreme strength and constitution, and many of them are also accomplished sorcerers. They are ferocious demons, bringers of disaster, spreaders of disease, and punishers of the damned in hell. So they do believe in a hell.
Yeah. Does it say what it's called?
No, maybe give that a
No.
quick Google if you want.
Yeah, might.
The word Oni is sometimes speculated to be derived from on, the on yomi, meaning to hide or conceal, as Oni were originally invisible spirits or gods which caused disaster, disease, and other unpleasant things. These nebulous beings could also take on a variety of forms to deceive and often devour humans. Yeah, this explanation is found in the 10th century dictionary Wam Yosho, which reveals that the Oni at the time had a different meaning, defined as a soul, spirit, or slash spirit of the dead. I remember my friend from college, Carl. Shout out to Carl. He was a big anime fan, and he told me about anime. And it was about like different a guy that I think it was about a guy that could
What's
see
it called?
different yokais. I can't remember the name of it now. It was years ago, man. I haven't been to college in a long time. It's like different yokais. You could see them, or he's hunting them, or something like that. I remember him talking to him about Kitsune and Oni because I watched Teen Wolf and I loved it. But how do you know about that stuff? Just like Teen Wolf. Not because I'm cultured, because of Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
So the invisible Oni eventually became anthropomorphized and took on its modern ogre-like form, partly via syncretism. I don't know what the fuck.
Syncretism.
Syncretism. Oh my god.
Something like that.
Yeah. This I'm out of it today. With creatures imported by Buddhism, such as Indian Rakshasa and Yaksha, the hungry ghosts called Gaki, and the devilish underlings of Enmaro, who punish sinners in Jigoku.
That's their
That's
hell. I was
hell.
literally about to say
Yeah.
that. That's their hell. Yeah,
You
that's
can
what they
explain
call the
that to
hell.
me after this.
Jigoku.
They share many similarities with the Arabian jinn, which is like genie, right? That's jinn. We
Yeah,
know jinn. You watch The Witcher, right?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah, like he faces a jinn in that. Like the jinn
Yeah.
is an Arabian. We'll cover the jinn at some point in time. But do you know what we should do? Is we should cover all the demons and ghosts from
Very cool.
Phasmophobia.
Very cool. Yeah.
So the jinn is like an Arabian spirit. It's made of a smokeless fire, I believe it's described as. It can be good or bad and things like that. Apparently, it can become human. It likes to eat and drink and form relationships. From what
The
I
usual
remember,
things.
yeah, from what I remember reading about it. I could look into it again though. But tell me about Jigoku.
It's Japanese hell. as you know.
So it's their hell in their culture then, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's believed to be composed of a number of hot and hell regions located under the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Jigoku is ruled over by, I don't even know how to, Emma. I'm just gonna say Emma.
Is that the one I just
Yeah,
mentioned?
yeah.
MRO,
The
NMI.
Japanese Lord of Death,
Yeah. Okay.
who judges the dead by consulting a register in which are entered all of their sins. He's assisted in examination of the dead by two disemboweled heads, which rest on pillars on each side of him.
Huh?
A female head, Murami, has the power of perceiving the sinner's most secret faults, while the male head, Kaguana, can detect any misdeed. Damnation is not eternal. The dead are sentenced to fixed periods of time in one region or to several regions in succession. So
So
you do your
they
sentence.
actually get like sentenced, like it's like a prison for your
Yeah,
spirit.
yeah.
That's kind of mad, actually. That seems more fair to me than like hell and heaven.
Yeah.
Like eternal damnation in hell.
Eternal damnation, bro.
Whereas you could serve a
I'm too far
sentence,
gone.
serve a sentence and then move on.
Yeah.
That seems
Being
fair.
fucking stuck there.
So basically, you end up going to prison either way. If you do something bad,
Yeah.
you go to prison when you die. And you have to
Yeah.
serve your time regardless of what you want to do. So we do have one more. This actually has a story attached to it that Kieran wrote for us.
Ooh.
He gave a little brief description of what it was. It was this week's is Kappa, Oni, Kitsune, and Raijin. The story about the Raijin helping defend Japan against the Mongolians. I put it in less the script. Yeah. Okay. So he basically just gave us loads of information to pick and choose from. But he gave us a story to read.
Story time.
But Raijin's not just some demon though.
No.
He's actually the Japanese
Name.
god of thunder, lightning, and storms.
Yeah.
So he's the Japanese Thor, or the Japanese Zeus. Often appearing alongside his brother Fujin, the god of the wind. Raijin, the trickster, brings vital rains but leaves a wake of chaos and destruction. Raijin is the son of creator gods Izanami and Izanagi. He was born following his mother Izanami's death, caused by the birth of the fire god. After she went to the underworld, her husband Izanagi went after her. After a misunderstanding between the two, Izanagi fled, and Raijin was one of the spirits Izanami sent to chase
Went on
him
a raging bender.
and bring him back. Do you know what? I remember, there's like cartoon YouTube channels that do like like a bit like the info. Have you ever heard of the infographic show?
Yeah.
It's a bit like that, but
Yeah.
it's not. I think it wasn't that, but it told the story about like the Japanese gods, bro. If you think it's the right ones, it could be. I think it's the Japanese gods that it told me about, bro. The stories are fucked, honestly. Like they're worse than the Greeks, and the Greeks are bad, bro. Mate, the Greeks are bad. That's definitely something we gotta go into. I love the Greek mythology shit.
Can do them.
So every Japanese person knows what Raijin is supposed to look like, since there are statues and pictures of him all over Japan. He's usually depicted as big, muscular figure, although sculptures do like to give him a pot belly with a terrifying face. Sometimes he has horns, while other times he simply has wild, gravity-defying hair. So, this is the story. Okay. Raijin and the failed invasion. So, do you want to read this in your little story voice?
Can do.
Yeah.
One sec.
Can you move into the mic?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, just got to move my mic.
I'm just
Uh,
gonna mute my mic on the podcast and have a sip of me Oasis.
Raijin and the failed invasion, yeah? I need drink first. Where's my fucking drink? In the 13th century,
Ooh.
Abdullah Khan and his Mongol army had conquered much of East Asia. He established the Yuan dynasty after taking control of the Chinese capital and had made Korea a vassal state after a series of brutal invasions. Japan at the time was ruled by the emperor in name only. True power was held by the shogunate regents of the Hojo clan, who were so powerful that no longer bothered to consult the other shoguns when they made decisions. Spooky. Kublai Khan sent a letter to these military rulers who asked Japan to willingly become a vassal state of his great Mongol empire, or like much of mainland Asia, he would stage a violent invasion. The shoguns ordered those who lived in Kyushu, the area closest to Korea, and thus the most likely to be attacked, to prepare for war. The imperial court suggested a compromise with Khan, but had too little power to push their agenda. On November 5th, 1274, the Mongols invaded the small island of Tsushima, halfway between Kyushu and Korean Peninsula. The fleet was spotted in time for local leaders to mount a defense, but they quickly fell to the Mongol archers. On the 13th, they attacked Iki Island, once again quickly overwhelming the samurai who defended it. One man who was able to escape fled to Kyushu to report the Mongol advancement. When the Mongols reached Hakata Bay on the 19th, the Japanese defenders had been able to prepare thanks to the reporter from Iki Island. It quickly became clear, however, that they were no match for Kublai Khan's army. When the Mongols reached Hatta Bay on the 19th, oh, just read that. The surviving Japanese defenders were
You're
pushed back
ruining it.
to an ancient. Shut the fuck up! You're ruining it. Look at my lips. The surviving Japanese defenders were pushed back to the ancient earth fort, where they were prepared to make their last stand. When the sun rose the next morning, however, the enemy had disappeared. A sudden wind had arose during the night and pushed the Mongols' fleet back out to the sea. According to Yuan historians, a massive storm then destroyed several ships, killing nearly half of their forces. The Japanese knew that the Mongols would return, however, and began strengthening their defenses. When emissaries arrived the next year demanding a response, the shoguns sent their heads back to the Khan 4 years later. The response was the same. In June of 1281, the Mongols again attacked and conquered Tsushima and Iki. They again advanced to Hakata Bay, but this time they were led off with some new stone walls. The Japanese not only held off the Mongol invaders, but were able to repel them. For a month, they led during raids on board the enemy ships, pushing the invaders back until they had lost Iki Island. By August, however, the Mongols had adopted these techniques. The small Japanese boats were no longer able to harass the larger ships and the invaders again advanced to the bay. On August 15th, the Mongol ships were at anchor just off the coast when the weather again turned against them. A massive typhoon called a kamikaze in Japan hit the coast and devastated the Mongol fleet. Up to 90% of the invading forces was destroyed in a single day. Surviving ships abandoned those that had been wrecked, leaving thousands of men to die in the water or to be rounded up by the Japanese. According to an eyewitness account, over 100,000 Mongols, North Chinese, and Korean fighters were killed either in the storm or when they washed ashore and were found by the vengeful Japanese. The Mongols lost most of their naval power in the kamikaze, but they and later Chinese dynasties remembered the event and refused to risk invading Japan again. Japan, meanwhile, had reason to believe that they had been saved by its gods. in the face of 2 Mongol invasions, they had saved not by their fighting power, but by a sudden strong storm. Raijin, the god of thunder, was given much of the credit. The threatening god was almost immediately as Japan's protector.
Damn, bro.
The end.
So basically, like, they believe they were saved by the god of thunder.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because of what happened. I mean, that's kind of mad. So they thanked the god for protecting them during that. When was this? 19th century. Wait.
19th century. You're mad.
1274. So this was
19th century.
This was old, man. So that kind of makes sense why they sort of believe that God helped them, right?
Yeah. I mean, but they'll probably believe it now.
True. Very true.
Because it's just such a
it's
thing,
ingrained
such a
into
strong
their
thing
culture,
in their culture.
right?
Yeah. Such a strong thing in their culture.
Yeah, man. I definitely think we should touch some European culture, though.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because some of them have got some really dark beings and creatures that we should talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we got for the Japanese demons. I think there's a lot more, but obviously we don't want to cover all of them in one episode because then we'll never come back to it. So,
yeah.
You know, like I've always said, we're always going to come back to certain subjects. Do you know what? Ghost stories is going to come up in the next few episodes, I think.
Love ghost stories.
I think we should do another ghost stories episode.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Kieran will grab some ghost stories.
Yes.
So what we'll do is I'll grab some ghost stories that I think are cool that I'll read to you. You grab some that you think are cool that I'll read to me, and then Kieran will grab some that he thinks are cool, and then one of us reads them.
And then we'll read them.
But yeah, that won't be next episode. As always, next episode is going to be a secret. Mostly because we don't know what it is. Because we haven't figured it out yet. But yeah, that's that.
We don't leak our information.
Yeah, we don't leak this information. You guys are just going to have to tune in next week and find out.
Tune in next week on the next episode.
But seriously, guys, I hope you guys had a great break, a great holiday.
Yeah.
I know some of you are obviously going back to work. Some of you going back to school. Just me. None of us like it. But that's life.
Hey, it is.
Stay safe out there, everyone. Seriously, with everything going on, stay safe.
Yeah.
Give me a follow on Twitch. I'm gonna be trying to make some YouTube content and some Twitch content much more this year. I'm gonna get my editing sorted. So you're gonna see a lot from me. I don't know what Will's doing. Will's just chilling, I guess.
I'm big pimping. Well, I'm starting nights,
so fun, I guess. You
Yeah.
could live stream it.
Live stream me fucking working.
Can you talk about what you're doing on podcasts?
I mean, it's just strange, really.
strange.
But I know a lot on
travel?
like the sites and shit. Yeah.
You're traveling all around.
Oh yeah, fucking yeah.
Yeah, man, road trip.
Well, we're going to the airport.
What one?
Monday. I don't fucking know what one. I just know we're going to a airport on Monday. So.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Big things.
If you guys need an extra man, let me know.
Hey lad, ain't up to me.
Who's up to you, Dad?
No.
Is it up to the company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dad doesn't fucking own the company.
Not yet. Making big money moves, bro.
Not yet, bro. Not yet. I'm taking over yet.
I'll help. Trust. I'll help him take over. I'll be the social media manager. But yeah, I think we're done for this episode.
Yeah.
I do apologize for not being as energy filled. I can't even speak. I'm having a rough time, but you know, we need to record the podcast, and I need to push through.
Yeah.
And I had fun, and I missed this podcast a lot, to be honest. It felt really weird not recording. Like, I was buzzing to get recording again. Let's not take a week off again. Or 2 weeks for us, but a week off for you guys. Let's not do that. That was so boring. But yeah. But yeah, guys, like I said, drop us a follow on Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. We have a Twitch account for this podcast too. We might do a live episode one day.
Maybe.
That'd be kind of cool. New little live episode. Give us a follow on there. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, everything. YouTube. Follow me, follow Will, follow Kieran. Everyone. Have a good rest of your day. We love you. We will see you next week on Cousins, Coffee and Cryptids.
No, you don't drink coffee.
We will be, because we're going to be recording during the day.
Yeah.
From now on.
Yeah.
So we're going to be drinking coffee, most likely. We're going to love you. We're going to leave you. Stay safe. Goodbye.
See you later.
See you later, Alligator.
Shut the fuck